Here's the latest on Xtalks.com. As both climate change and the world population continue to increase, our land and food resources are shrinking. But how exactly is the agriculture and food industry working towards sustainability? Xtalks spoke with industry leaders at this year's AGRI Tech Venture Forum about some of the latest innovations in the food and agriculture industry. Hello, I'm Margot Rubin, multimedia editor and webinar moderator for Xtalks.com, and welcome to this edition of Xtalks Vitals. Our featured webinar for this episode is Challenges of Formulating Cannabinoids. Click the link in the description below to register for this free webinar. Losing land quality to climate change and soil degradation isn't an option when you have a population of 10 billion people to feed by 2050. Healthy soil relies on humus, which is dark organic material that forms in soil when plant and animal matter decay. The organic reservoir takes time and effort to make and isn't always economically viable or easy for farmers to sustain. That's why Novihum Technologies has invented a man-made humus with organic compounds made mostly from brown coal, the same ingredient that contributes to carbon emissions when burned for energy.
All that carbon is fantastic and useful and good for the world if you put it in the soil and not in the air. And so that's what we do. We take a resource that is really difficult when used for its current primary purpose and transform it into a tool that can not only help farmers' profitability, not only help the sustainability of agriculture, but really help us feed the world.
Coal is old plant material that has been transformed in the earth over millions of years. As a result, its molecular building blocks are perfect to create quality humus, saving farmers the time, money, and labor of creating their own. Cities are the most densely populated places on the planet. As a result, they have the highest demand for food. By 2050, experts estimate 80% of agriculture demand will come from these areas. So why aren't they a part of the food supply chain? Henry Gordon-Smith, founder and managing director of Agritecture Consulting, highlights the opportunities that urban farming brings.
So if there were smart strategies, if there were smart investors that were saying, we can have a city and have agriculture together, we would both protect our food supply, we'd actually accelerate young people and technology into the ag space, which is also a problem, and we create resilience against climate change that is affecting our food supply.
We humans may not be ready to eat insects for protein yet, but could our pets be? This industry shows a lot of potential. Paul Shanuda, CPO and co-founder of Wilder Harrier, a sustainable pet food line, tells Xtalks he created his company after a UN report indicated the need for more protein sources for food.
And they suggested insect protein like crickets, black soldier fly, all crazy, surprising proteins that we would not be ready to eat maybe right now in North America. So we were thinking, what's an industry? Who's a client that's ready to eat insects right now? And that's where we came up with the pet food industry.
Insect protein is not only highly nutritious, it could also find new fans in the functional food category. Shanuda says those clientele are both health conscious and care about the environment.
If it's the best stuff, if it has the best type of amino acid profile or whatever, they're going to go for that because that's what counts. Or if you're looking for something that's really radically sustainable, not just incrementally sustainable, then it all absolutely makes sense to make this switch.
With both Gen Z and millennials holding these values high, this food category looks promising for not only pets, but also humans in the near future. Subscribe to the Xtalks YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below, and visit Xtalks.com for more information on this story. And our featured webinar for this episode is Challenges of Formulating Cannabinoids. Click the link in the description below to register for this free webinar.